Okay, so if you didn't know, about a couple days ago, Chainsaw Man's manga officially ended. And with that came numerous, and I mean numerous amounts of slander. But for me to cover all this slander and for you to understand how we got to here, we gotta go all the way back to before the manga ended. And Death Battle announced that Reize will be fighting Bakugo. Now, if you know about, I don't know, maybe a week before the manga officially said that they got one more chapter left, Death Battle came out and said, hey, Reize is fighting Bakugo. Now, if you didn't know, even like months before that, 3 months ago, on Twitter had a crazy, and I mean crazy, slander war with Bakugo and Reize. And well, the Reize fans were like going really crazy, and they say they won, but you know, I don't know about that. But hey, so Reize fans were winning in quotations, and then now Death Battle's coming out with an actual fight to see who actually wins. Now everybody, even if you were slandering Bakugo in that slander war, everybody and their mama knew that Bakugo was folding Reize, right? But people were saying just because Bakugo wins this, whether he wins or loses, they're still gonna try and slander him. Okay, makes sense, right? Slander is slander, right? But not long after that, Chainsaw Man drops their second to final chapter, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a spectacle, and I mean a spectacle to see on Twitter, because people, and I mean a lot of people, hated that chapter. People were going crazy on slandering them because it'll end the next chapter. People started saying stuff like potential manga. They're on Fujimoto's ass. But in order to understand why they're slandering this manga, we need to see what he did in this chapter. In this second to final chapter, Pochita claims that Denji would have been better off if in his like beginning of the show life, freaking half like missing an eyeball, everything bad, slave work, and so he decides to kill himself, which unbeknownst to people on Twitter was going to reset the universe. Literally. So this man resets the universe, but they don't know this. They just know that he did some bullshit and he killed himself, and they're like, yo, what do you mean Denji's better off in his bum life compared to what he is now, right? So they hate that, but they weren't ready for that ending, right? Boom, people were going crazy saying potential manga. People were saying part 3 Denji when the water bottle devil genuinely catches him trying to cross the street without Pochita. People were saying MHA got the better ending out of JJK and Chainsaw Man. They got people saying we're not even there yet, but once we get to what they start doing with this slander, it's crazy. So the first wave of slander hits. It's hitting crazy. People are mad as hell. What the heck is Fujimoto doing? Got them yelling out Fujimoto. Shit's hilarious. This might just be the thumbnail. You might see this. Literally everybody and their mama, my whole timeline is just straight slander. Nobody likes this like out of nowhere ending. Like, how are we gonna end the show out of nowhere like that? You were happy with no food, no money, no family, in debt, and with heart disease. This is horrible. Chainsaw Man fans clowned on JJK's ending. They did, by the way. This did happen. Chainsaw Man's life lesson: you should have stayed your ass in the trenches. Alright, man. This is actually, man, they were slandering him to all hell. And it only gets worse from here. Bro, people were saying the 5 chapter curse after My Hero and JJK hits we got 5 chapters left. This man didn't even hit that. He just said, oh, next chapter is the final. Crazy. And people were begging for a part 3. That did not happen, by the way. A part 3 did not happen. It just ended. The whole thing just ended. People were like confused. People were saying, yeah, this man Goon Moto. Instead of calling him Fujimoto, they started calling this man Goon Moto. And GOAT mangaka combos just for him to deliver this nothing but burger of a sequel. Yeah, it's actually crazy. This one, the one that led the Bakugo versus Reize war, was so dumbfounded about what happened in this weird second to last chapter. They couldn't believe their eyes, honestly. Like, they was like, oh, what the hell's going on? What is going on? This is a huge Chainsaw Man fan, apparently. That's why they were slandering Bakugo. So they was not happy with this. Nobody was happy with this. Why argue with a Chainsaw Man fan when you can just wait? Because it always comes back to bite him in the ass. Always. People are saying MHA got the best ending out of the 3. I gotta agree. People are saying Modulo's ending is better than the second, well, not the entire ending, but the seeming ending of Chainsaw Man. Bro, the whole timeline was in shambles. They were slandering him to all hell. It was not looking good. It was not looking good at all. Now this one was crazy. This one, I just gotta read it out to you at this point. To give a pop culture analog, JJK is like Drake. Massively popular, huge sales, undoubtedly catchy. Listeners love it, but artists don't find it as exciting. Chainsaw Man is like Kendrick. Still popular, but experimental, overly intellectual, fewer sales, but artists love it. I bet you I 100% guarantee that they regret posting this. Because somebody quote retweeted this. Just laughing. Like, actually, it's actually crazy. Like, that ending, like, ruined Chainsaw Man fans. Like, they were getting slandered. It wasn't even just the manga that was getting slandered. It was the Chainsaw Man fans. They were in the dirt, too. They were basically in the trenches. And it's sad, because literally right before the second to last chapter, this man, Denji, gets speed blitzed by a random freaking curse. Not even a curse. I'm thinking it's JJK. By a random devil. And then next thing, this is all it took for Pochi to be like, yeah, bro, let's just restart the universe. Like, what? People are saying this is literally the Megami agenda, but actually real. Bro, so let's go back. Just so we can understand the level that's about to happen, right? The level of slander is about to happen, right? If we go back, we can see that somebody uses the MHA slander with the themes and such. He said, hey, bro, I want my powers back. They said, nah, themes and such, your chain is going to the grave with me. Basically, hey, your power's coming to the grave with me. Themes and such, people like that. They started using the slander from My Hero, took it, and then threw it onto Chainsaw Man, and they ran shit with it, actually, genuinely. Turned themes and such, bro, everybody and their mother started using that shit. It was crazy. Now, right after this, literally, this is the first night, the night that it drops. The day after the night that it drops, literally like maybe a couple hours later, the first wave of slander art starts. And we start getting wicked. People start using the Pochi to death scene, themes and such, Fear and Silent, as just slander art. Everybody is making a version of that freaking panel for their own, for a different anime, manga, anything. It could literally be anything. And they just threw a wave of it. Everybody was doing it, slandering Chainsaw Man. Themes and such. They was going crazy with this themes and such thing, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, I bet you, somebody hopped on Reddit and made a whole the MHA thing that we saw. They took it and they made it worse. Well, the world is kind of fucked, Dennis, and I'm at fault. So for your happiness and less importantly, so that the world won't end, I'm gonna kill myself creating a world where I never exist. I never existed. Pochita, that's not how your fucking powers work, you dumbass. What? When you ate ears and mouth technology, that only existed when you ate ears and mouth technology, that only existed because of them. It still existed alongside spoken language. When you ate deaf, alongside spoken language. When you ate deaf, nobody got revived. When we ate legs, the universe didn't offer a substitute. Your power is erasure. It makes a universe where those things no longer exist, not one where they never did. You eating yourself isn't gonna solve jack shit, only leaving me to digestion with added amnesia. Well, still gonna do it, themes and such. What? Are you serious? Why are you trying not to laugh, bruh? Fuck you, Dennis. I'm not gonna get diddled by the 4 horsemen again. Yo! They took that and they ran with it. It's up. Somebody said, if you liked Rent a Girlfriend, you should try Chainsaw Man. They hold him. Bro, and this, hey, keep on joking, Takaba. Kenny! Yep, hey, the slander just keeps going. Now we got Deltarune version of the slander. We got JoJo's version of the slander. We got Kagurabachi version of the slander. Of Evangelion. What is this? Is this Adventure Time? Adventure Time version of the slander. Now someone made a freaking Attack on Titan one. Keep on dreaming, Eren? Yeah, it's up. Yo, a core one? This one's actually diabolical. Yo, someone made freaking Goku and Gohan. I don't know. Freaking theme. Opera GX dropped themes and such. Keep on dreaming. Yo, what is going on? Explorer getting... Okay. It's actually crazy that themes and such really just became Slander for Chainsaw Man when they started off as My Hero Slander. I don't know how they did it. Persona 3 Slander, but it's really a spoiler if you haven't played Persona 3. Yo, ReZero version of the Slander. More Dragon Ball Z version of Slander, but this time it's GT because this is supposed to be Oob, I'm assuming. You'll always be my close friend saying, boo. I don't like how they did freaking Hercule and GT. Just made this man bald and just made him bald all together. Like, it was such a bad cut. Nah. Then they did Ace like that. That's wicked. That's actually wicked. Someone made a Sonic version of Chip. Yo, this is actually diabolical. Having Jason Todd, I'm assuming that's what this one is, getting eaten by Joker. Yo, what are we doing? More ReZero. It's looking bad. Then we got freaking Star Rail. Okay, now we're really getting into like the deep pool ones, bro. Because this Beyblade, I didn't expect to see Beyblade on here. And we got Krillin getting slandered. Yo, this version of Frieza is actually like it's funny and terrifying at the same time. What the hell is this? Bro, Pokemon. It's because freaking Piplup always gets hit with a freaking Draco Meteor. We got more Undertale? Freaking Slander? Yo, what series will you glaze next? Do you want to move to Chojin X Kagurabachi? Or maybe from manga entirely? Next, I want to kill Tatsuki Fujimoto. Yo! Now this part right here is when the final chapter finally dropped. And it was actually really bad. Real bad. The final chapter, personally, I didn't think it was that bad, but the things that Twitter was saying, the slander that came out of Twitter, when that chapter dropped, it lasted for an extra 3 days. I couldn't even post because I was still seeing slander. So I had to cover it all. Now, Wander, they love Chainsaw Man. But after seeing this, they just had to like rethink life choices in general. Like, look at this. It was nice seeing Naruto. It was awesome seeing Power. But what was even the point? What was even the point of anything? What was that? Why? Man, what even was that? Everything just feels so wrong. Everything was reset. Literally everything got a whole universe reset. Think of JoJo Part 6. None of the time I spent with those characters mattered at all because shit just got reset. What was even the point of anything? I really doubt there would be a part 3 at all. There definitely wasn't going to be a part 3 because he reset the universe to not even to the beginning of part 2, to the beginning of the series, and then he gave it a whole different ending. It wasn't bad, but it was just strange, especially having the series just abruptly end like that when they were in the middle of a fight, and then he just gets smacked by some regular devil, and then Pochi just says, just redo everything. Bro saying maybe the ending isn't bad and I'm just a stupid person who can't understand anything, like themes and such. They hear themes and such go. But from my feelings from reading this series, it just felt like it was a waste of time. Maybe Chainsaw Man is just one of those bad movies you see so you can appreciate the good ones. Nah, this is true slander. This is peak slander. Hey, it just come from the Slander King themselves, so hey, I expect nothing less. Now, in this chapter, Aki was not in the chapter apparently. But they're over here like, at the end of the chapter, he says, let's go shake down some of our seniors. They're talking about some Aki alive and well over this family. Hopium actually, at this point. They got Chainsaw Man fans saying, I will never make fun of JJK fans ever again. Repeatedly. On some torture. It's up. They redrew this. They redrew the timeline reset and made it the freaking part 6 ending. Like, what is this, bro? Then somebody made an edit over Mickey Mouse Clubhouse intro and then put the Chainsaw Man intro. Now you have to hear this. This is actual crazy slander. This is basically just calling this shit Mickey Mouse. Like, you know, when they do that, it's peak slander. You just gotta watch. Shit don't even match. It doesn't sound good at all. It just sounds stupid, and that's Slander. They got Yuji fighting freaking Denji, but Denji doesn't have any powers anymore, so I'm just a man now. Dead ass themes and such. Yo, hey bro, this death battle better not happen because he's just gonna run him through. It's gonna be bad. Yo, actually crazy Slander. Welcome to Chainsaw Man's clubhouse. Yeah, okay. This did actually happen, by the way. Thank you, Chainsaw Man. And he actually turned around. He's like, his heart beeped, and his heart was still Pochita for some reason. So unexplained. There's still things in the ending that are just left unexplained and just left for you to be like, what the hell? Now, if y'all didn't know, the JJK fans, after getting slandered by the Chainsaw Man fans, hopped on Reddit and then started not even slandering. The JJK fans hopped on Reddit and then started cursing them, saying, I hope that you guys get a bad ending. But now they're coming back saying, I think we deadass cursed them a bit too much. They're like, dang, this ending's that bad, we shouldn't have done them like this. It's actually crazy. Your biggest op is saying, I'm not gonna lie, we shouldn't have cursed y'all like this, bro. So like a day after this dropped, like a day after, we get a generational just row of straight slander. This is the second wave of arts slander arts, and it's crazy because they take the Chainsaw Man. I just gotta show you it for you to understand why they're slandering them. These mans take this page, this panel where Asa says thank you, Chainsaw Man, and then his heart beeps and he says Chainsaw Man because you were fighting with a chainsaw. Oh yeah, they take this and they slander him to all. They slandered him, and I think I've never seen a Chainsaw Man fan ever again. After that, I think Chainsaw Man fans kind of just disappeared off the earth. Like they deleted them. They got deleted off the earth. It was crazy. This ReZero version, My Hero version. Here's just a list. Here's a glimpse. I might even run into them myself. It's actually wicked. Yeah, I have some of these saved. You're about to go through them. Every single one of them. I'll make sure not to miss. And I even get more than this video shows. It's actually crazy. Boom. Dragon Ball GT. What? Naruto. Freaking Pochita's freaking Naruto. It's just Kurama. It's stupid. One Punch Man. It's just his face. Then we got freaking Hollow Knight. Then we got Bungo Stray Dogs. This was surprising. And this is the guy that died in season 2 or as his heart. That's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. Because he's the reason why he turns good and stuff. Yeah, I like this one. Some good slander. Then we get Fate slander. And it's just a picture of Archer speaking face as this man, Shiro's heart. Like, what? Then not even just in the middle of all this freaking slander art, we get a generational. They're saying since the universe got reset and Makima is no longer even a thing, this is Reize in Russia because she's still a Russian soldier now. It's just amazing slander. They take one of the freaking made up games that you see, the ad games, and they put Reize in there and said, here's how she's living now. Yo, what is this slander? Yo, who even thought that would work? Yo, she's just in there suffering, bro. What the hell? People saying when Fujimoto gets freaking fan letters of saying thank you for the ending, this is what he's really getting. It's just the JoJo scene of the gun appearing out of the paper when Josuke turns it. It's actually pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. What? It seems like he gets shot, but I think he got it. Then they got One Piece version. The freaking his heart thing is just the gum fruit. I don't even know what this is. Left 4 Dead 2. Look, it's just the 4 as his heart. What is going on? Then we got Beyblade themes and such. Well, some of these I don't even get, but they're just here. Bochi the Rock, Guilty Gear. I don't understand this either, but it's got to be like something crazy. Undead Unluck, and it's just I think his name's Andy. As her heart, like what's going on? Then we got Pokemon slander. Pokemon version of the slander. Then we got Soul Eater version of slander. This makes sense because his soul would actually look like that Soul Eater, because you're eating souls, or because maybe the guy's name is Soul. Scott Pilgrim version of the Slander. You got Ninjago version of the Slander, and his his heart thing is the freaking golden ninja actual Lego from real life. What the heck? Then we got JJK version of Slander with Modulo. Then we got Sonic 06. We got Boruto version of Slander, and this man Boruto's heart is Momoshiki. Yo, this image of him is freaking hilarious. Then it's Ben 10 version of Slander. This one's kind of cool. They made sure, like, more Soul Eater. Then we got Gachi Okuda. I don't know how they spun this one, because we were fighting with legit trash. I don't know, man. I don't know how they spun that one. But hey. One Piece again. Doubled back. Then we got, Attack on Titan version of the Slander. And this man's Aaron's heart is the Attack Titan version of himself. And this freaking grin is creepy. Like, what is this? Then we got Dr. Stone version of the Slander. And it's the freaking stone, the thing that turns people to stone when you throw it in the air. Mob Psycho, his heart is just him at a question mark. We got more JoJo's version of the Slander, but this time it's Jolene. Her heart is freaking Stone Ocean, or Stone Free. And it's Wander again. Wander double back. I hope the ending song of the anime adaptation of Chainsaw Man Part 2 is What a Wonderful World. Okay. More Sonic. Evangelion version of Slander. We got Resident Evil version of the Slander. The Spider-Man one, if you peeped it during the thing. Spider-Man one. Peter Griffin. What's going on? What, his heart is that the dog? Yo. JJK again. This time it's his heart's the finger, I guess. Kingdom Hearts version of the Slander, but they didn't try too much. They kind of just put their hairs over it. More JoJo's. They love JoJo's. They put the steel ball as this man's heart. I can't tell. Apparently, this one has context to it. This one is on Persona 3, and this was supposed to be in Makoto Yuki's heart. It's supposed to be Orpheus. I couldn't really tell, but yeah, that's Orpheus, which is pretty funny. The Devil May Cry. His heart is just a heart. I don't know. There's nothing to it. Gabi Maru in Hell's Paradise. His heart is the freaking flower. What's going on? Yo, thank you, potential author Fujimoto Glazer, Fujimoto Slander, potential author. Because you made a potential manga. Actually crazy. Black Clover version of the Slander, and his heart is freaking a 5-leaf clover. Okay, more Spider-Man, but this time it's just the freaking spider on his chest. This one makes sense because Finn actually does have a tattoo on his chest for Jake. But hey, Adventure Time version of the Slander. Now, this is where it gets bad. They even got the PlayStation UK slandering them. Thank you, Chainsaw Man. It's just a clip of Leon using a chainsaw. And then Resident Evil comes in and slanders them because you're fighting with a chainsaw. Oh yeah, just reciting the same scene, holding them to no end. More Sonic. Got a triple back, but this time his heart's a coin, which is a ring, which is pretty cool. More Attack on Titan, except he doesn't have a heart in this one. And this one doesn't make sense because she says free Ren because you're free Aaron. Like what? And this time it's the other way around. War Devil, because that's the War Devil. Yeah, they even got freaking Full Metal Alchemist. Regular show. That's actually crazy. And then Shadow, but this time it's Hearts Maria. Yo. And it just keeps going. We got Persona 5 this time. The Phantom Thieves. Yeah, bro. It won't end. It just won't end. And then this man, Kira's heart. More JoJo's. JoJo's has spun back more than any other series. JoJo's. And it's freaking Kira's heart is his stand. Frieren this time, and her heart is Himmel. Then we got Ace Attorney. I don't even know what his heart is. What is this? More Sonic. Sonic and JoJo just can't stop spinning back. His Eggman's heart is just his logo. Yo. Steven Universe, the heart is the belly button. Yeah, that makes sense. Regular show. Not regular show. I'm stupid. Event. Did I say event? Yo, I'm tweaked out. Gumball. Amazing World of Gumball. I'm tweaked. And this heart is freaking Darwin. We lost it. Tokyo Ghoul. His heart is a heart with a centipede. I don't know if that has symbolism or not. I don't know. I never watched Tokyo Ghoul, so I can't really say. Tokyo Ghoul again. Swung back into back-to-back tweets. That's surprising. And it's just somebody this time in the heart instead of just centipedes through the heart. I don't know. More Adventure Time. And Jake So's heart. Don version of the Slander. Then just like the last version of the Slander, somebody made a compilation of it. And this time I think they got almost everything I got. Even some things maybe I didn't get, because it was all over the timeline. Literally back to, like, it's March 26th now. It started on the 25th. Days, and I mean days, of just straight slander. And it just keeps going. This time it's Mega Meat, but his heart is freaking Poop Sukuna. What's going on, bro? And then he ends with Potential Man, because you have Potential Man with this treasure I summon. Yo, this one was actually diabolical slander. It's power, but this time instead of a heart, it's just the freaking cups that she uses to add more to her. Yo, are we serious? Kira, and his heart is the freaking Death Note. That makes sense. We're getting creative with these ones. Invincible, his heart is, yeah, okay, we've lost it. I didn't even notice this the first time I seen it, but his heart is actually the meme with his dad. That's actually wicked. We lost it all. I'm not gonna lie. More slander. Wander, hey, biggest Chainsaw Man fan, slandered them. And that's, yo, they had them talking, summarize it. Hey, they said, how's life over there after Chainsaw Man ended? He said, I'm alive. I don't know who you guys are, actually, I'm not gonna lie, because, you know, he got his whole universe reset, and so he shouldn't remember any of these guys. We still got, these are the last embers of the slander, but they're still doing it. More Sonic, more Fullmetal Alchemist, but this one's created because it's the little blood mark that Edward put on him. We got Bleach version of the slander. I didn't expect to see this. And the freaking heart is the substitute soul pass that he got. And to end everything off, somebody summarized the chapter and made it as if the JJK ended like how Chainsaw Man ended. This is one way to end this slander. This slander is like actually crazy. And this slander it's not even done yet. I'm covering it now before April 5th hits, because when April 5th hits and Reize gets absolutely demolished by Bakugo, the slander is going to continue and get even worse. And I'll cover that too probably in the short. You never know. It's bad over here on Twitter. If you're a Chainsaw Man fan, bro, just go into hiding for the next 2 years. I'm not gonna lie. And they're playing Eyes on the background, so I don't even know if I can play it. This is actually bar for bar what this man Denji said. And not gonna lie, it was so random. Yeah, it kind of is like if Nobara pulled up randomly and just saved him. His man YouTube just pulls up, say, "Hey, bro, I need y'all to do some work for me." And here comes Ozawa, I think her name is. The Batman's side effect thing is crazy. Calls him Jujutsu Kaisen. Because you were fighting with Jujutsu, because it means sorcery fight, which is stupid. Like, okay. Yeah, bro, what the hell? I'm hungry. This is dead what happens, by the way. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. They potentially might have something for us. They still threw in the potential thing in there, because JJK got their own thing going on. And, that's a summary of what happened during the absolute crazy, and I mean crazy, slander. This wasn't even a war. It was a slander incident. The Chainsaw Man slander incident, where everybody and their mama found a way to slander Chainsaw Man. That's the summary of what happened. And hey, I might drop some more videos coming soon. Never know. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna see y'all.